Hey, what's up, everyone? So we are getting ready to start the Luna Team Awards for the year of 2024. We're super excited. We've been working on this for quite some time. Karina, how are you feeling about this?
Excited. It's always a good time when we gather the whole team. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm anxious to find out who's where and who got top performer.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
super excited.
the best part is the team members that continue to level up,
Level
right?
up, yeah.
Level up, doing better things, bigger things, and I'm super excited just to be part of this.
Yeah. And to see everybody grow. I mean, I've seen everybody grow for the last year, just where they start and where they're at now, and they are doing things that they didn't think they could, and now all of a sudden they're there. So I'm like, wow. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see who's got it there today.
And not just that, we're getting better at, hosting these events, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Like, I'm looking forward to everything.
It's getting bigger and better each year, right?
Yes, and it will continue to get bigger and better every year, better and better and better.
So stay tuned, check us out, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
So knowing that you had abundance choice, right? You had a lot of teams to choose from. Why the Luna team? Why did you choose the Luna team? In your case, why come back to the Luna team?
I come back multiple times.
Yeah, which we love having you here.
Yeah, you know what? It's just again, not. I think the family environment is really number one. But besides that, I just always felt comfortable with like coming to any of you guys. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I feel like I fit in. Like this is where I fit in, right? And even though I've been in other great teams and I love them and I'm still, super cool with them and they're
Yeah.
so supportive of me. There's something about the Luna team that every time I come back, I do better than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like this is where I kill it. And I don't know if it's just the vibe or just the help we have or I don't know what it is. But you come here and you kill it no matter what.
Yeah.
Period.
And like I said, you are successful on its own anyway. This is just one of your many business ventures that you have. You're an entrepreneur. I can honestly say that. I know I see you as an entrepreneur. So for you to choose the Luna team to come back to and feel at home, that's kind of what we want. That's the vibe that we want. And I'm very happy to have you back and whatever we can do to help you grow. I know a lot of times a lot of agents who are seasoned and are with us or have been with other brokerages, they're like, okay, what I don't really, what can you teach me, Jasenia, that I don't already know?
You never stop learning. You know what I mean?
I think that's the right answer. Always.
There's times where, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to learn that, or I want to try what that person's trying. And I think me and Ruben and I talked about that on the podcast he invited me on. It's like, we don't see anyone as competition. We want to be like them in the sense like, they're motivating me to do that. Now I want to do that, but it's all like fun and games.
Yes.
And it's all just, us
friendly
supporting
competition.
Each other.
Yes, we all want to win.
So,
and I think that's,
team.
it thank
really
you.
is.
Yeah, I do love having you guys. And I love that you guys are always asking questions, even with your I call you guys seasoned agents, but you guys have been here for a long time in this business where you already pretty much know. And I think my stalking of you to be like, hey, what have you done? What are you doing? Where is it? Raquel, it was very, in the beginning, I remember you coming and you're like, I need to get on this, girl, and I need to get on this, and I know what I got to do, and I'm willing to do this, and I'm willing to do that. And now you don't have to do any of that because you're on your social media, you're doing what you said you were going to do, and it's getting you the results that you set yourself to do. So if you already knew what you were doing and what you had to do, why the Luna team?
Okay, so that's a good question. I think I know it's because, so Ruben says he does the same thing every day, but he does the same thing every day because it works.
Right.
And he said, if you're going to do something and see if it works, try it for 6 months and then tell me it doesn't work. Things like that, like the constant reminders for me, is kind of like what I need to hear so that I'm like, okay, well, I didn't try hard enough doing that. Yeah, I tried maybe that or that thing and that third thing, but it didn't work because I did it here and there.
Yeah.
I didn't really try it for 6 months. I didn't do it consistently. Maybe I'm consistent at one thing, but did I squeeze everything out of it like I was supposed to, as Ruben said? So those little reminders, for me, it was like, it's all the tweaks to like my game is what I need from Ruben. Also the support. I love the support. and all of the systems. I needed to be more organized. So the structure, I was tired of just having everything on paper. Even though I'm old school, I love it on paper.
I'm going to take you guys away from that.
Yeah, because I lost a notebook and it had this client's information. They bought a house and I was like, oh crap, because I lost my notebook.
Yes.
Now it's all on the computer. Everything is systemized. Everything connects.
Now you have an assistant to be able to tell her to write your notes down.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to worry about that.
All of those things. And it keeps getting better. And so I have no regrets, but that was why. It's like, even if you're seasoned, like, you're not perfect. There's no arrival point. Yeah. There's just so many things. And
I see you at the office every day, almost every day. I think maybe 4 days a week.
Right.
I'm going to say that I see you 4 days a week. Yeah. But now you're there 4 days a week. And I think also that changes because you come in, you and Angel are really good friends.
Yeah.
And you come in and you guys give each other shit. Right? Like, ay, ¿dónde estabas tú? Oh, you're really getting to the office? But it's friendly competition. He motivates you, he pushes you, and you do the same for him. So I really like that, like you said, friendly competitiveness that we all want to win. And really, it's more like of a push, like, where were you today? We should have been recording a video.
And we learn from each other.
And it's camaraderie.
Business for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
it's camaraderie.
There's enough business for everybody, and I think that in this business, there is a lot of hatred towards other agents. Like in competition that isn't friendly.
That's unhealthy.
I mean, even if me and you were the only agents in Arizona, we couldn't handle everything.
No,
we couldn't. Like, you really do need all of us.
Es lo que yo digo. There's comida para todos.
Everyone,
and we help each other.
Yeah.
And it's never ending.
No, and as long as you want it, you go get it, and you're there. It's golden.
But it's cool to see other people thriving because then I can learn from them.
I aspire to be
and
them.
I'm like, oh, what could I do? Okay, maybe I wasn't doing that. Not like, oh, I can't believe she. No, it's like, dang, how did she do that? Because I need to learn.
And then what I love about it is that I can go to Ashley and say, hey, what did you do here that you're grabbing these content? Where did you find that? Or I can go to Erica and say, how did you get all these followers? Or I can go to Vivian and say, what are you doing that's different? Like, and they'll tell me. It's not like, oh, well, I don't know. No, they tell you step by step all of their secrets. So I do love that. I do love having you guys on the team. I love that you guys are up here. I can't wait to see you guys up there. 2025. I know I'm going to see you up there.
2025 awards.
Yes,
next
you
year.
will be there next year. You will be there next year. I know that you will. You might be there this year, so you never know. I'm excited to see who's up there. And I know that 2025 is going to be a very successful year for both of you.
Yes, we're
Thank you
excited.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for all your help because you're always available.
Thank
so
you. Yes,
you're
that's
awesome.
what I'm here for you guys for. I try to be. Just use me. Use me and
We
abuse
do,
me.
yep.
Use me and abuse me.
And she loves her dogs too. So
Yes,
I know.
and she does too. Dog mom.
First day,
I
I
think
know.
that's the thing
We
that
talk
kind
about-
of like
yeah,
clicks
I
is your
love
dog
Romeo
moms.
at her daughter's
Yes.
her daughter
Yes.
works, and he loved it. He was
Oh, that's
the
where she
best
works.
Now you know where.
Oh my God!
Now
I will
you know.
always take him there.
Yeah, now you know.
The best.
We're dog moms. Dog moms.
Dog moms.
Dog
Dog mom
moms.
for life.
Yes, for life. And never not have
For
dogs.
life, but FUR, life.
Yes.
For life.
Thank you, ladies. Angel, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm fantastic. I'm here with the Luna team, ready to celebrate our success and our
Yes.
accomplishments.
All right.
Yeah.
So I get to watch you every single day. And I remember when you first came over and made the transition to come over to the Luna team. And I have seen the difference. I've seen you grow. I've seen you level up, as I like to call it, right? I see that just a little bit goes a long way. So you're at the office every single day. You're making calls every single day. You're doing your social media every single day. Every single thing has been paying off for you.
Yes.
Tell me, what's your secret? How do you not lose that vibe? How do you stay motivated? What are you doing to wake up every day and say, I got to do this today?
Well, it's a compilation of a lot of different things, right? So it's as you get into the rhythm, sometimes we tend to feel like we don't want to do it that day, right? There might be a day where we don't want to do it. But what I tell a lot of agents is that going into the office, even if it's for half an hour to an hour, you get that vibe, you absorb that energy from other people that are there that are also putting in the work. And you get back into that rhythm. So that's why I'm always in the office. There's days where I don't want to make calls. There's days where I don't want to go shoot a video. But then I see, another team member coming in talking about they went to go record, and I'm like, you know what? I want to record too.
Yeah,
now.
it gives you, that's what
Yeah.
it's about. If you're coming into the office, you guys know that it's a vibe there, and it always is. I mean, we're not sitting there bored, and if we are, we're locked in making calls, right?
Yeah.
It's not that it's boring; it's that we're actually doing what it takes to do it. So I'm glad you've made that little change, and it's made a huge difference. And I have watched you grow, and I cannot wait to see what 2025 brings for you.
Yeah, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it and all the support and success.
Keep it up. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Yeah. All right. Hello, Spencer. Good
What's up?
evening.
How's it going?
It's going great. Welcome to the Luna Team Awards. Is this your first award show?
This is my first award
I'm
show.
so excited. I'm so excited to have you here because you did start with us just last year. And I always use you as an example, whether you know it or not. But in the behind the scenes, I'm always talking about you, all good things, of course. You are one of my agents that I wish all and everybody aspires to be. And that goes
Thank
unsaid
you.
and talked about, unspoken. But I want to talk a little bit about our mentorship program. You came in as a brand new agent. Your mom is an agent, has been an agent for years, right? Was with another brokerage, but you decided to join the Luna team.
Yes.
And you came under sponsorship. You came under mentorship, I'm sorry, with Justin,
Yes.
right? And he kind of guided you a little bit on the ways. And of course, all of us guide you, and we all have a little bit of things to share, and you kind of learn from everybody. But what would you say if I were to tell you that you would have not have had that mentorship and you would have not have had that guidance and you just came in as a brand new agent? Do you think that you would be where you are today?
Definitely no. I would be drowning.
I wouldn't say too much of drowning. Maybe floating along in there.
I would not
There's a
know
big
what's
difference.
I would not know what was going on. I would be stressed.
Right. So, and this is one of the things that I love about our team is that we do have amazing mentors to guide you so that we can squash that time, right? I
Yeah.
remember starting out as an agent, and this was about 10 years ago. It took me about 9 months, but I was one of those agents that wanted to learn everything
Yeah.
right off the bat. So it took me like 9 months to get my first deal. Whereas you, I think, were like first couple of months, 3 months, and
think
you
it-
were under contract?
I think it was like 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
So it squashes that time, into getting you into that fast pace, getting that escrow now.
Yeah.
And now you're on a roll. Now you're comfortable in your own skin. Now
Yeah.
you're not afraid to just be yourself, which is what we want you to be, to
Yeah.
just be yourself and get out of that shell that you're thinking, oh, I'm too shy to do social media. I'm too shy to go and talk to other people and listing agents and get, but that's what it's all about, is we want you to grow. So I'm
Yeah.
happy to have you on the Luna team. I'm glad
Thank
that you're
you,
growing
thank
with
you.
us. And I'm glad that we're here still to support you and to help you out with whatever you need. Thank you for joining our team. Thank you for being part of our success in 2024. And I know that 2025 has a lot of amazing things to bring for
Yeah.
you. So shooting for you, shoot for the stars. Anything that you want to add to any of our agents out there that are saying, no, I don't need a mentor. No, I can do this on my own and I'm brand new.
Oh, I would say it's really hard to learn on your own. You want to learn as much as possible. It's kind of hard to. You'll always run to something new, but just knowledge is definitely
Knowledge
key.
is power. I always say that, right? And it's
sure.
nice to have one mentor that you can go to on a consistent basis who's available, who's accessible, who knows all of the answers for you right off the bat, and you're not running around to every different agent, wasting your time, right? Wasting other people's time, but that way
Yeah.
you're just squashing that into it and learning at the same time.
For
So
sure.
I'm really happy to have you on board. Welcome,
you,
and
thank
let's go
you.
2025. Yeah. So we were talking about how I've been here 10 years, Jackie's been here 7 years.
Yep.
What has kept you on a team? Because I mean, I know I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to say multiple times, I thought about going solo or maybe starting my own
I have
team or
to.
maybe going, yeah.
I have
so
to.
why have we not? What keeps us with the Luna team, with Ruben Luna specifically?
It's not just because he's one of my best friends. I'll tell you that.
No, it's, yeah.
Because I was going to leave about 2 years ago. I was thinking about going somewhere else. I won't say where. um, it's family.
Yeah.
It's family. We all love each other here. All of us are here for each other.
Yeah.
There's no drama.
No drama, no high school
No
BS.
high school. No.
Yeah.
Hey, I need
it.
help.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then we're there to help.
we're there to help.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackie, do you know XYZ? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, just
There's
can you
times-
help me
yeah.
with
There's times I've
this?
asked you questions and I'm
Yeah.
like, Jackie, what are you doing this thing? And people were asking me, I'm like, go ask Jackie. She's the listing queen. Like, go ask her what she does and
It's
how
been
she
really good
markets and what
lately.
she does. Yeah.
It's been really good lately to do
Yeah.
that.
It's
but
been really good. Gracias a Dios.
yeah, I know. Thanks
Yeah,
be to God.
keep-
But it's family.
It's family.
It's
And that's kind of
family.
like what
we
I
have
always...
a good time. And lately, this past year, we're growing like crazy. Like not gonna lie,
Crazy.
all of our systems are coming into play, and everything's just falling into place.
Yeah,
falling
and that's
into
what we've been
place.
doing. Is
And
we've
it's
been
so
and the only thing to do
good.
is to level up.
That's it.
Like we're doing this so that you guys
That's
can
it.
level up.
Yeah.
We sit in a meeting every Tuesday, every single Tuesday.
Actually, we
sit
have
in
like
meetings.
3
Yeah.
meetings
Yeah,
a
well, no,
week.
I'm saying executive, the
Okay,
executive team,
okay.
right? And Andrea and I specifically, we are the voice for you guys. So this
Yeah.
is why when I ask for feedback, I'm asking for feedback,
Yeah.
genuine feedback, because the only way that I know is to help you guys is if I know what you need help with.
Yes, and the Luna team is really good at listening,
listening.
to feedback,
Yeah.
and they will make a change where they see the change needs to be.
We bring whatever you need. You need an
it's been
assistant?
good.
Guess what? We'll get you a virtual assistant.
Right.
You
right.
need better systems. You need a better CRM, something that will be notating more and that it takes on its own. Then we'll switch over.
Yeah.
We are always looking up to level up, and it's really not something that is that our team lead, our pop star
No.
here, Ruben, is comfortable with. But we
He's
got to take
definitely
him
not.
out of the comfort zone as well. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gotten used to the fact of us telling him, "This is not for you. This is for us." And I do love that he is listening
Yeah,
to us
he's-
and listening to you guys, because
He's
Andrea
open about it now. And Ruben,
Yes.
in case, and I'm sure everybody knows, right? But for the newer agents and the younger ones that don't know Ruben so well, Ruben is not fond of change.
No, he
He's
doesn't like
not.
it.
It's
no.
been like that for years. We've known
Yeah.
Ruben for years.
Yeah.
And
But
he's not
he's
fond of
grown
change.
and he's
but
changed himself.
He's willing to,
to
do
change.
it for the team to make his agents more successful. And
Yeah.
that's what it's about here at the Luna team.
Yeah.
Family and growing.
Success and growing and leveling up. That's what we're here for. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you're sticking around. I'm glad that you're still part of the Luna team. I don't
me
think we
too.
would be the same if it wasn't. We
no.
don't get to see her very often because she's out busting ass, which is what it is. Like
yeah.
getting those listings. It's what she said she was going to
work
do.
from home,
She's
yeah.
doing what she said she was going to do, which was get more listings. And you are
nice.
killing it. So it's
been
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to 2025 and your success. And I do love having you on the team. So thank you. Thank you for being part of this.
Hi, guys.
I just wanted to just have a conversation with you and just kind of say hello. First of all, salud. You know, they didn't forget about us non-alcoholic drinkers. And oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really, really good. Okay.
IPA.
Thank you. IPA. Yeah, it's very, very good. He did say it was an IPA. I didn't expect it to be so delicious. So I've got 3 years, no alcohol, a little bit over 3 years. You've got 2 years, a little over 2 years?
Yep.
A little over 2 years. So do you think that it has changed the way that your daily life goes, your routine, your waking up, your lifestyle? Do you attribute any of that to saying, I'm going to stop drinking alcohol? Or do you think that everything just remained the same and it still went the same? Or do you think?
I think it does. It has a huge impact, actually, in my business, in my day to day.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, drank regularly.
Yeah.
You know, and when it starts getting more frequent, then it did affect my business. There was times where I had priorities that I would put aside.
Yeah.
So,
I remember one time I was so hungover the next day of going out and drinking the day before. So embarrassing, but it's a true story, right? And I had glasses on the whole time. And I'm just like, oh, I'll be fine, right? But I'm doing showings from 9 o'clock in the morning, cruda, like to the T, till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And now I don't have to worry about that. First of all, I don't feel like crap. I wake up every Sunday like nothing, still same routine. I don't have to worry about a hangover. I don't have to worry about that. I believe truly from the bottom of everything that I did that it has leveled up my life, not just my business, like my life. My children and I have a better conversation. We communicate more. I'm there. I'm present. I'm not waiting for the weekend to come over and waiting for an alcoholic beverage that I can't wait to get into my system. Like, it does change. But in business, I don't think I had the chance yet to let it sink in yet because I've been doing the sales manager for so long. But I do see, one, you've been losing weight. You've changed. That does help you. Just stop not drinking just helps big time. Better lifestyle, healthier lifestyle, and the leveling up of your business. Because I remember when you came over and you moved over to us, you were doing the loan officer side. You were so deep in that, and then you're like, wait a minute, back to basics. Let me go to what I know, and now you're killing it all over again in real estate. Like, what did you do to change?
I think And I talked to a new agent that was thinking about coming along onto the team. But the environment, the culture here is what really makes you, it's not a competitive culture, but you're surrounded by people who are producing.
Who are
So
competitive in their own nature, but
they're
friendly
also,
competition.
they're also inviting you to come along. Let's
And
all
compete. Let's all go.
Let's all win.
Yeah, let's
together.
all win. Yes.
Exactly. Just like Charles says, I want you to win.
I want you to win. And that's
Right?
what we want here at the Luna team. We want you to win. We want this team to be a competition, but only with yourself. Like, what can I do to be a better version that I was yesterday? And that's the only thing that I see too. I mean, I didn't do too many transactions last year, and I'm not going to say as a real estate agent that I know everything that I'm doing, but I will say that I do want to be better than I was last year. Closing 12 transactions just isn't something I'm used to. And I know that it's not something that's expected of me as a sales manager, but because I have, this stage or this platform as a sales manager that I'm teaching everybody to succeed, I feel like the pressure is on even more for me to be like, I still got to perform. I don't have to be killing it like you, right? And my top performers out there that do it, but I do at least want to be in some notion up there as well. So I aspire to be you guys. When I hear you guys on the phone, you come into the office and you're dialed in. You're talking, you're on the phone, you're calling your clients, even if it's just to say hello. I've heard you just converse and say, hola, ¿cómo estás? I just nomás quise hablarte para ver cómo andabas y cómo está pensando, pues la casa, yo sé que me dijiste que en 6 meses, pero estaba chequeando con ustedes a ver cómo andan. And then sometimes they bite. They're like, no, you know what? We're ready now.
You never know. You have to just touch people,
You touch, yeah. And the follow-up and just keep saying hello so that they know, oh, that's who's been bugging me. I'm going to go ahead and go with that person, because it's not that we're bugging them, but that's we're on top of them. Just
I try to do that, and always call to just check how things are going. Not necessarily a sales call, but hey, how's
we
life?
care.
How's
Yeah,
everything?
we care. We actually genuinely care.
Don't see me as just a guy that wants to sell your house, because it's not really not that.
No, yeah, and that's not what you're about.
Yeah.
That's just not in our nature, right? We're just more of a, we're not selling anything here but hopes and dreams, I think is what I said, especialmente con la raza. Like, I think 97% of our team is Latino. So for me, I aspire that every single one of my Latinos become homeowners. And that's, I think, what we want, is in genuinely wanting these Latino households to stop renting and start owning.
It's such so rewarding when you see a family, especially I just closed a house last week.
Yes.
And this family moved in, 0 down, 0 everything. And they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
you did that for us.
Once we met to when they got their keys, it was about 45 days. And they're like, we never imagined it was going to be this fast. And we were going to get such a great deal.
That we even did it. Yeah. That we even could do it.
There's so many people that
That's
qualify.
why we do it.
They can definitely do it. But it's kind of like a guy when he wants to go ask the girl out to dance.
Yes.
Or,
but you wait, you're like,
you shoot yourself out. You put yourself out of the game.
Yeah, out of the game. Yeah.
You automatically disqualify yourself. And that's what a lot of people do. They have everything to be able to buy, and they just make every excuse that they can't.
Exactly. And they can. So I do see you growing. I see you succeeding and leveling up. And I'm glad that you're doing it here with us at the Luna team. I'm really happy to have you on board. I've known you for way longer than being here at the Luna team. So I remember meeting you years ago, even before Azine Associates. I knew who Mario Beltran was. Always had the key in his logo back in the day. That was something from years ago. So I like that you are never stagnant. I like that you're not comfortable with what you have, and that you're always out there just wanting more. And I think that's what a lot of us and a lot of our agents need a little bit more of, is that drive, and not that satisfaction of that comfort zone where we're like, oh, I'm getting 1 or 2 deals a month. I'm good. I'm comfortable. It's like, no, you shouldn't be. So we got to get used to getting out of the comfort zone. And you did that by joining loan officer and testing that out. And you still do that. Yeah, you're still doing that. It's nice to dip into both ends and to know the knowledge of both sides so that you can better help your clients.
One of the reasons why was to be able to learn. Sometimes you get these questions asked and you wish you had that answer instead of like, hey, let me go investigate. So it's good to know.
It's good to know, yeah.
But at the same time, the transaction that I closed, like, not very many loan officers are going to be like, hey, the program that I have is not as good as the one out there.
Yeah.
So let me take you elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I can.
But you do
that.
Can
do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And it's okay because you're helping them with their home, and there's enough bread for everybody, right? There's enough wins for everybody.
Absolutely.
So I'm happy. I'm looking forward to 2025. I know you're one of my top performers now. I know that you're going to be up on that board
I think
next year.
a lot of it has helped me joining this team because from
I like to hear that.
I joined June
Yeah.
of 2024. So right halfway through the year.
A top producing agent already on his own. Okay, let's get that out there. He was already doing well on his own, but decided to come. And when I did see you, I was like, Mario Beltran, what?
And a lot of it, like the culture, the atmosphere in the office is what a lot of agents need and they should strive for, but they don't have, you know. And being
Yeah.
a solo agent, you tend to lose focus.
And deviate from your goals and your plans and what you said you were going to do. I think that's one of the things that will be there. So message heard. I think every agent that I've talked to from before even him is saying the same thing. Show up to the office. The vibe in the office will get you motivated. The vibe in the office will say, well, if they can do it, I want to go do it too. Let's go do it together, right? That family vibe, that family atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to 2025 here with you. And I know that you've got much more success.
I love it.
You're just getting
Likewise.
started. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. This is you're new to the team, fairly new to the
Yes.
team. Welcome to the Luna Team Awards.
Thank you for inviting
So
me.
of course we're happy to have you here. This is what we want. We want all
Yes.
agents to be here. So you started and you're starting off here at the Luna Team. I think you got less than 6 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah, I started on I want to say January 7th.
January 7th.
That's
So
my first
very
day.
fresh. So 2 months. So
Yeah.
since you started,
You know what? I think
have-
it was February 7th. I don't know. I know it was the 7th. I'm sorry.
You're like, I don't know. She's been here. She's a newer agent, not too new, but fairly new. You hit it off like right away. Like you understood the assignment. I was like surprised when you came on board. I have we interview a lot of agents. We have a lot of agents. We kind of give you guys a guide of like what to do and how to get started and what's like a success plan, right? And you hit the ground running. Like you're like, okay, I don't have time to just chill. I don't
Right.
have time to just sit here and be giving shit to me, right? Like I'm not waiting for a hand me down or a handout.
Yeah.
So you've been killing it social
Thank you
media
so
wise.
much.
I see your calls. I see your logs. I get to see as a sales manager, I'm a stalker a little bit. So it's my job kind of,
Yeah.
right?
No,
so
I
I get
love
to
it,
see it.
yeah.
And you're having fun with it, which I
Yes.
love. So tell me, what's your secret? What motivates you as a new agent to say, I want to be different and I want to succeed in this industry? Because you're a business owner and not a lot of
Yes.
business owners succeed.
No, I totally agree. I feel like my main motivation is, you know, not that it's just myself, you know, it's my kids. I have a whole family behind me. And I've always been very chambadora, even when before owning my own business. I feel like even I've always been working since I was like, I want to say 5.
Yeah, tienes que echarle
Yeah,
ganas.
you
Like,
know,
nadie te lo va a dar.
Right. And I come from my roots come from Mexico. So
Yeah.
my parents came here to give us a better life.
Opportunity.
And more opportunity.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where it comes from, like my hustle. It comes from my dad, like, hey, if you're not doing something towards, you know, your future, you're not doing anything
At all. And I
Right.
think when I started as an agent and I've been in the game for about 10 years on this side of real estate, my main motivation was my family. Like, what better life can I provide for my family, for my kids,
Yeah.
right? I don't ever want to have to depend on my husband to be like, oh, he's got us, even though he does. But
Yeah.
I like the fact that I got us too, right?
Right.
So I think that was like my biggest motivation was my kids. They wanted to do extracurricular activities. I wanted to be able to afford it and not tell them no. So that drive right there alone is having your kids, your family, your husband, that wanting a better life is going to push you. And I do see that your husband's here, great
Yes.
support system. When you have somebody behind you and when you talk to them about your goals and what you want to
Yes.
do and they're in line with them, they're going to be there for you and be like, oh, you said you weren't going to be available on Saturdays anymore because you were going to be out hustling. You said you were going to be not longer available during the week because you were going to be at the office working. And that's one of the things that I see. I see you at the office all the time.
Yeah.
It's not every day, right? You're not there 24/7, but you do go to the office more often than not. I see you there all the time, and that
And you
makes a
know,
difference.
It's not just the support I have at home, the support I have at the office. Like
Yeah.
that. I came from a prior broker where I didn't feel that support, and now here with the Luna team, it's like as soon as I came, I felt like I was in family. Like this is my second family from home.
Yeah.
Like I love the support. I love the stalking because that makes me feel like, oh my gosh,
someone's paying attention.
They're watching, you know, like they're there for
accountability.
me. Yes.
And I remember that from you because I remember when we were onboarding, and I remember that very first thing that you said to me. You said, you don't keep stuff to yourself. You guys give all your deepest, darkest, successful secrets. And I said, yeah, that's what we do. Why wouldn't we? There's business para todos, right?
Exactly.
There's a win for all of us. So I'm glad that you're with the Luna team. I'm glad that you chose us. I see yourself on top of that stage next year.
Oh my gosh.
In 2025, getting an award. That hustle that you're showing right now, keep that up. And I know that you're going to be very successful.
Yes, thank you so
Looking
much.
forward to 2025. And thank you for choosing the Luna
Thank
team.
you.
Thank you. We're still going to be here till 10 o'clock. So I wanted to just conversate with you, have a conversation. And you've been with us now quite some time. You've been with us now a little over, I think if I'm not mistaken, I try to remember everybody's anniversary. But you're not quite 1 year yet, are you?
Next month.
Next month you'll be 1 year. Yeah.
1 year anniversary.
Yes. So happy anniversary. Super
Thank
exciting.
you.
I want to ask you, and I'm going to ask you just point blank, right? You came onto the Luna team and you came brand new agent. Just overhearing, you know, that you're a business owner and this is something that's new to you and you have no idea where you're going to start. You actually started with a mentor who guided you along the way. And I don't know, so I'm going to ask you that question. Do you think that you would be where you are at this point in your career, not even a year in yet, if you didn't have that guidance and that mentorship?
I don't think so. I feel like it really, really helped me. I had all my answers. I got all my questions. Like my mentor, she would answer all my questions, all my calls. I would call her honestly really late, really early.
That's what we're here
She
for.
always answered my questions, and she was just she had so much knowledge, and it really, really helped me out a lot. So I feel like without the guidance, I don't think I would have been like where I'm at right now.
Yeah. And I mean, just like any new agent, right? And for all of the new agents that are out there, I think the number one complaint or the number one concern, right? Because sometimes it's a complaint, sometimes it's a concern, sometimes it's a question as, oh shit, my commission, it's going to be cut, and then it's going to be cut, and then it's going to be cut again, and then it's going to be cut again, and I'm going to make shit literally right on my check, right? I think that's what my new agents, all it's consistent is what they're saying. However, with that being said, and you coming in as a new agent and having all those commission splits, right? It's only a couple, it's only 2, 3, 4, whatever it takes you as an agent to learn, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's paying for someone to be there, basically holding your hand and saying, mira, Briana, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to write this offer and we're going to write it like this, right? So I know that at first it is a concern, and I understand because it was a concern with me. It's still a concern with some of us. Every time we start a new fresh year with EXP, we've got to hit that cap all over again. But what can you tell those new agents that are feeling the same feelings that most of us do feel, where we're like, dude, I have this client, but it's a Zillow client. I've got my Luna team split. I got my EXP split, and I've got a mentee split. Like, what the heck? What can you tell those agents who are questioning mentorship and the splits of what's happening?
I mean, yeah, sometimes it can suck at first, but it's worth it because you do want somebody to hold your hand. If you have any questions, you do want it to get answered. And I mean, don't worry about it too much because it does get better. It's just the first two. The third one, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then by the third one, you should be able to handle it on your own. I mean, if you still have questions, they'll still help you.
They'll still help. Yeah,
They'll
they're
still
still
help
help.
us.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this coming from someone who's not even a year with us and already has $1 million closing, you do learn, and you do, if you put all of your effort and all of your if you're in, you're in, right? Just the way that a mentor should be with you as a mentee, it goes kind of both ways. So I'm really happy to have you on board. I see nothing but success for you in 2025.
Thank you so much.
Continued success. I've seen them all grow. And for me, it's a proud moment where I can see you guys just leveling up and being the better version of yourself than when you first started. That shy person that was like, what do I do?
I was very shy.
Yeah, you're not that girl anymore. You're a whole woman that's a business owner on her way to becoming an entrepreneur. So here we go, 2025. Looking forward to your success. And thank you so much for choosing the Luna team.
I know.
Yay.
Really good choice.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate you. See, super easy. Conversation. You're one of the ones that I have to ask them about my... Sam, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
2024 Luna Team Awards. This is not your first rodeo.
No, it's not.
Yes, we've been here a couple of years now.
I mean, it almost feels like my first rodeo every single year, but
Because of the new agents, the way that we're growing, how crazy it's gotten, like this is insane.
No, it's absolutely amazing how things have changed in the last year.
But it's been fun.
It's been very fun and exciting, and nice to see the Luna team grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I love that when I took over this position, my thing here is like, I love the feedback, right? So I always came and I wanted to say, hey, Sam, what do you think we could do better? What do we want? Like, I remember starting before you became one of our official mentors, right? Sam is one of our mentors on the team, which she's amazing at, guys. He actually is the reason why we had to start an actual procedure or actual systems and operations of how to run a mentor program, was running it off based off what Sam did. So his feedback has given us every Tuesday when we would meet. Now he's part of our Tuesday meetings. Like, what could we do to better ourselves and as a team? And how can we help our agents grow faster and do what we're doing now?
Yeah.
And I will say that the agents who have been under Sam as our mentorship, oh my God, explosive.
They've done very, very well. I'm so happy for them.
Yes, which
for
is
the
what we want.
Yeah. It's for the past 2 years, they've done incredibly well. I'm so happy for them. And I only look towards the future so we can help more agents.
Yes.
And because I've been in the business almost 20 years. In 20 years, I'm not going to be doing this anymore.
Yeah,
These
we don't wanna
agents
do
are
this
going to be
anymore.
those agents doing it for
it,
20
right.
years. And they're going to be helping those families buy homes.
Yeah.
And sell homes.
And they might as
obviously.
well be doing it right, the right way.
Absolutely. Doing it right with good work ethic, helping, always thinking of the clients. Absolutely 100%.
And I've seen these agents that have been under your program, under your mentorship, I should say, not program, but mentorship, the guidance. Outside the way that you go above and beyond to meet someone on a weekend at 7:00 in the morning at a Starbucks to help them with an offer, because you're like, no, we're not waiting to put in an offer. We need that now, right? So it's one of those things that it takes another level to be able to be a mentor, number one, but it's another different level to be a mentee and accept the help and know when you need it so that you can level up.
No, they're actually they're there to put into work as well. They're committed 100%. So I'm committed 100% to make them successful and make sure that they move forward.
Yeah,
absolutely. It helps both of us. I'm proud of them when they get their offer accepted, when they close and they go. Even though I'm not there for their closing, I see them closing. I see them excited with their clients. That to me is fulfilling already.
It's fulfilling in its own.
Absolutely.
It's one of the things that as I became a sales manager in the training process, like for me, like that's the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Like, are you learning something? If you take one thing away from me, then I've already done my job and what I'm supposed to do. So that's kind of like one of the things.
It's very satisfying to see your mentees succeed. Because it tells you that you're doing something right.
Yes.
Even though you're in the background, you're coaching them from the sidelines. And when they succeed,
it makes me feel good.
It makes me feel good.
Like
Absolutely.
I remember when Melissa first started, right? She started as my mentee. And I remember her saying, do you think I'll ever be as good as you? And I said, no, you're going to be better than me.
Yeah.
I want you to be better than me. And she looked at me and she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you need to be better than me. I don't want you to be as good as me. I need you to be better. And for me, for her to be better than me last year was amazing. I was like, hell yeah, now let's go get more, right?
Yeah.
And now I chase her down and I'm like, I'm going to beat you this year, right? And it just gives her more motivation because she's just like, no, I'm not letting you catch up. So I do love
it's nice.
seeing
It's
the
nice to
success
see
they
these young
have.
agents because, like I said, I've been this almost 20 years.
20 years.
And
God,
they're starting.
Can you
and it's
imagine where we'd be if we had somebody like
this?
this?
Absolutely. I mean, I wish I had somebody there to guide me and be my mentor and help me with these things. I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn the hard way.
Our self-taught
I made mistakes.
ways. Yeah.
I had to pay commissionectomies, which was not fun.
No.
But if I had a mentor telling me, guiding me, explaining all the documents, it'd be so much easier.
So much easier.
It'd be so much easier.
And that's what we do here. So between Sam, between Mario, between Carmen and myself, we're here to help our agent, and Ruben, our biggest mentor of all, right? We're all here because we want one thing for all of our agents: success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Level up to the next level, get up there, and just it's unexplainable and it's unexplicable where you just don't know until you know, right? Like when you do a closing and you're handing over those keys, you don't know the feeling of that until you have your first closing of what it feels like to help someone with their dreams. And this is kind of our way with our own agents. And I love that.
Yeah, one of the most satisfying things is when you deliver those keys to somebody who was a first-time home buyer. They get their keys like, man, I've worked so hard. I've been renting for 10 years. And
We
then
get
to get their
those.
own keys where nobody's going to tell them, hey, your rent's going up. You have to move out by a certain day because I'm selling the house. You need to get we need to verify your references. Like, no, you're done. You're a homeowner. That's it. You know, you're moving forward in life. You're building that block right there for your kids, for your family. The next purchase is going to make you even better and wealthier.
The return on investment alone is just something that our homeowners need to know. So,
yeah, absolutely.
and that's what we're here for, to explain that to them. So thank you for sticking with us all these years. I hope there's many more years for you to stick with us.
I'll be here.
I'm looking forward to seeing you up on that stage today, and much success in 2025. So
Thanks, guys.
beautiful and dapper today.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you here at the 2024 Luna Team Awards.
Me too.
I know. This is now your fourth?
It's gonna be my third
The
year.
third year.
Yes.
The third Luna Team Awards?
Yes. No, wait.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Did we have one?
Yeah, we had one last year. It was at the Wigwam.
Oh, I think this is my second one.
Yeah, and you were up on stage.
This is my second one.
So
yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Third
only
year with the
two.
Luna Team, going into 3 years on the Luna Team.
Yeah.
Second Luna Team Awards.
Yes.
So super excited to have you here as always.
Yay.
I'm super excited to have you on the Luna Team in general. Like your insights to us, myself, I learned so much from you. I don't know if I do say this to you, and I thank you all the time because I do love learning. Learning to me is a passion, and I think that we always have to learn. If you're not learning, I think that's when we get old. And I've always said that, right? At my 44 years young, and she's half my age. I could be her mama.
I'm 20.
But yeah, so I'm learning from someone that's younger than me, who's more modern than me, who gets it, and I get to like watch her grow and like be like, okay, I can probably do that. No, that's not for me. And then I'm always asking advice of what I can do. So I do love that we feed off of all of us on the team and that we don't keep any of our secrets, especially you. Like you went as far as to give us literally all of your deep down successful secrets and weren't afraid to share that. So thank you, number one. Number two, you didn't get here by chance, right? You didn't just become this amazing agent because you're an amazing agent. You had a mentor. You came to the Luna Team and you had a mentor to guide you along the way. And a lot of my newer agents were trying, to get them to understand how important a mentorship is and what that can do for you. What can you tell my newer agents who are debating, whether using a mentor or going off on their own? Or I have some agents that say, it's free learning. I'm just going to go and get information from XYZ agent and I'll get it. What advice can you give that agent who has been with us 8 months, never did a mentorship? Is it too late? And why should they get a mentor or utilize a mentor?
Yes. So at the end of the day, like we all collaborate at the top. It's not a competition. So everybody at the team, we share all our secrets, all of our insights. My mentor helped me with like writing contracts, actually working through the transaction because yes, you can have like leads coming in.
Yeah. And questions at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, right?
Yes, and if you're a brand new agent who has never had a transaction before, the reality is that you're gonna mess up, and that's a really costly mistake. You could potentially get sued.
Yes.
Yes.
We hold licenses. We hold a license. Yes.
Yes. So as much as you need to understand like the acquisition part of real estate on how to get clients, how to convert, you also need to understand how to actually handle the transaction because people are trusting you with literally one of the largest financial decisions
of
in their life. So yeah, I had a mentor for the first few, 5 transactions in real estate, which happened pretty fast. I think that was like my first.
Thank God, yeah.
It happened really fast. So once you feel comfortable, you don't really need to have somebody, side by side with you on every transaction, but it's still good because we all feed off each other. So even though you're not actively working with a mentor after you're done with that, you can still feed off each other.
Yes.
Like, hey, this just happened. How would you handle this? Or, hey, I'm feeling like the market is picking up or it's going slower. Like, how is it going for you? And it helps because we're all,
good team. So hearing ideas from other top producing agents allows you to also implement that into your business
and feed off of that, because your mentor and you are on different spectrums completely.
Yes.
Like you are a social media guru who is out there, who's not shy, who puts her voice out there and makes it unique. Not only talks about real estate, you talk about life and living in Arizona and things to do, whereas your mentor is none of that. Right?
Yes.
So just because you're learning from someone doesn't mean you have to become that agent. It's taking the best things of that mentor and making them your own and twisting it into your own entrepreneurship and making it your own style. So,
and everybody at the team, they have different ways to acquire clients. So some people do social media, open houses, referrals. Some are trying to become listing based, so they'll do like expired or FISBOs. So it's not like you're going to be stuck to one specific pillar. You're going to find the lead generation pillar that works best for you and then just hit the gas running with that pillar until you do nail it down. You can start to add additional pillars. But yeah, like my mentor, he did a lot of referrals and I've been incorporating that into my business, making sure that I stay in touch with my past
So you're still working
clients.
and learning off of that and still building it into your business.
Yes.
You never stop learning. We never stop learning. And that's what's going to make you a superstar.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to 2025. I'm looking forward to celebrating tonight with you.
Me too.
And hopefully we get to see you up on that stage and, you know, celebrate the rest of the night. Thank you for being with the Luna team. Thank you for sharing your insights with all of our agents, with myself, teaching us from the little things of not being shy to the big things of how to actually track what you're actually doing, because that's what counts. So we do appreciate you, appreciate having you on the team, and hopefully one day you'll hopefully take my spot and be teaching all of these other new agents, right? Because I can only do this for so long. You know, I don't see myself, I'm 44 years young. I don't see myself doing this for another 15 years, but I will need somebody, we will need somebody, the Luna team, or maybe you will have, you know, your own big vision where you'll be teaching agents to do it the right way off of the mistakes you've learned. Just even though you're so young, you've learned so much and you've kind of laid it down because you have your systems to work for you. You have your processes to tell you what works, what to stick with, what's your niche, where to go. So it's all a part and it all rolls in. So I do thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you for your insights and we appreciate you having you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you and kill it for 2025. Hell yes.
We're going for
Yes.
number one. Always.
Yes, always number one. Yes, you will.
So it's basically going to showcase how each category applies to each person, which, I mean, it's kind of exciting because it's basically showcasing different groups based on volume and where you guys stand on performance. So it's a newer concept. Oh, they're shouting me out. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. They just gave me a little shout out. Okay, they're extremely excited for Jacquie, which is hilarious. So Jacquie just became the listing manager and she was the front desk receptionist for for 2 years, right? And she stayed committed, has stayed true to the position. And thankfully, she's been able to come up with an awesome idea to go ahead and promote kind of herself, right? Obviously, Karina and Ruben went ahead and promoted her, but she has upgraded from admin front desk to a listing manager, which is a position that never even existed. So congratulations to Jacquie if she hears this.
The partner in crime has
Hello,
arrived.
ma'am. You did very good. Commenting on all the things you did. Yes.
No, I mean, we can't do it without your amazing hello skills that you got up there with all these like friggin' like our Canva presentations. Like, how do you do that?
I'm very big on it. Yeah. I'm very big on it. And honestly, like, it's so funny because when I first joined the team, Ruben was showing me what his presentations were.
I remember.
It was black text with a white background. And it would drive me crazy. I was like, Ruben, we need to pizzazz this a little bit.
Oh, and you pizzazzed it all right. Oh, yeah. Pizzazz? No, that's like a whole other level.
Like an understatement.
Yes, that's an understatement of what we're going there. Definitely. I'm super excited for all the awards today. Like, oh my God.
I'm
we have
actually
so
really
many
happy.
amazing agents.
I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, there's so much talent, and Ruben says it all the time, right? There's so much talent on the team that it's breaking I feel like we're breaking a barrier.
Yeah.
Right? Like the glass ceiling is kind of, because last year the goal was
things that we're meeting right now this year, which is super
Yeah.
impressive. So we know the talent is there. It's basically making sure that everyone else is getting supported in the same token during that process.
Yeah. And I think that with so many amazing agents starting with us and actual agents that are like taking on our mentorship program and listening to all of our amazing mentors, like that ceiling is going to be reached so fast, right? For example, like this next award here, like the first award that's given out, like I'm super excited that we even brought that into fruition, because who does that really? And like, do we really take like that one, you know, rookie of the year, does that even get noticed, right? So it's like finally someone their first year, like as starting, like how?
I think that's a really good mention, because I think for a long time people were accustomed to seeing the same set of people on the Luna team getting the same kind of award.
Yeah.
And this just gives like that additional recognition to the person that deserves that recognition that maybe they wouldn't have originally gotten. Yep.
Like you still worked your ass off, right? So is that little bit that you do, like, or that hard work? It's not a little bit, because it's hard work.
No, it's hard work,
right?
for sure.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Let's see who our rookie of
let's
the
see-
year is.
let's see who he has.
Drum roll. Ooh.
Rookie of the year, we have Melissa Machado.
It's like Melissa Machado. Like seriously, she was my mentee.
Let's talk about it. She was your mentee.
I mean, when I met her, when she first came into my office, she was like this little mouse. She wouldn't talk. Kind of reminds me of Miss Andrea Espinoza, right?
A little
like, I don't
quiet.
know, I'm a little shy. She kind of didn't know like where her footing was and what to do. So it was just kind of, it was fun guiding her. It was fun taking her out of her shell. Now, of course, that she is in this and she's like in it for the long haul. We are so excited. And so I'm going to have her come and say a couple of words. Come on over, Melissa. Just come on over. Super excited right here.
Come on between us.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. This is huge. Like, this is a huge thing. Like, this is the first time we're doing Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
So I'm really excited that you question yourself all year. Like, is this enough? Am I on the right path? You still come into my office just, is this enough what I'm doing? Am I still on the right path? Are the things that I'm doing, like, what else can I do? And like, she's actually taking it and using that and like applying it.
I was really excited because obviously I'm at the presentation, right? And I saw you on there and I was like, oh my God, that checks out.
Yeah, it
because
checks out.
you are extremely successful. And I remember when I first met you, you were saying that you focus on Facebook Marketplace, which I think a lot of the agents were missing out on. And then you kind of like introduced it to me. So how valuable was just saying it in your process, and how did you come across like being able to come up with your own lead source that people weren't actively using
no
at the
one
time?
was doing
I
it.
don't think
Nobody was.
It was not popular,
No,
and
nobody
I feel like you
was.
kind of brought that to the team, because when I started onboarding people, I was like, "Hey guys, Melissa does Facebook Marketplace. Like, you should try it out."
Yeah.
So curious if you could answer, like, how has that helped your business?
Pretty much I get all my leads from there, and then I convert them, to clients, and then from there pre-qualify them, look for like dream home, get their closings, like, help them, get their dream home, their first home. It doesn't really have to be their first, their dream home, but their first starter home.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yesenia said, it's not their forever home, it's their first home. Yeah. And I learned that from my mentor, Yesenia. So yeah.
No, and I love the
always-
fact that you brought in the marketplace, because before doing this, you were helping your family and making half your income, or doing a little bit of drawing in through Facebook Marketplace. And you took that idea and you're like, okay, no one else is doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and what if I put houses on Facebook Marketplace? Will that work? And it obviously has, and it's paid off. Congratulations on Rookie of the Year. Looking forward to 2025 and the bigger goals that you'll be reaching this year. I know for sure. And yes. All right,
Oh,
Jackie.
perfect. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
we'll move over. Move one over. Be careful, because there's. And then you guys will be out, and we'll be in, and we'll bring the mic to you.
Did y'all feel this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations. Come in
I
more.
wasn't expecting this.
Yep. Come in more. Come in more.
Can I like,
Yes, you can put it down.
God.
Look at this
Jackie,
thing.
guys.
That's so
Jackie.
heavy.
Yeah.
So
It's
heavy.
it's totally worth you having that. So.
I wasn't expecting this.
Really? Okay.
I swear it was not.
I think this is like the cheat code I have since I create the presentations. I always get really excited to
yeah.
see who's coming.
And we have to keep it all to ourselves.
Well, what's funny is like she's like, well, I didn't have to dress too crazy because I knew I wasn't going to be on the top 20. And I was like, girl,
I bet you're regretting that
you're in
red
the
dress
top.
now.
I know, right? I should have worn the cuter dress. I should have worn the cuter
No,
fucking
it's perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't do a good job last year. I knew I could have pushed myself a little more, but I had a lot of personal things going on.
But this year,
I didn't expect. And this year, I'm already fucking killing it.
you're
Let's
killing it
fucking go.
already. So you're already on a start.
Let's
You're on
go.
there.
Yeah,
and
let's
there's
go.
no stopping.
Yeah, no,
There's
absolutely
no
not.
stopping.
Well, I think what's interesting is like you said that it wasn't a good year for you.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
For you.
For
but other
you.
people
Yes.
would
True.
disagree, right?
Yes.
Like you've been able to do a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know it's because we're our hardest critics. I think that we are our hardest critics. We are our biggest
Yeah.
judges.
Yeah.
We will always come back and like judge ourselves the most and
Yeah.
harsher than anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
it's-
It was a tough year personally.
Yeah.
It was a tough year personally. And I think you guys know.
And I think it'll
But-
get,
but,
it gets easier.
It's been great. I mean, we're in March.
And you're killing
And
it.
I'm up there, so it's been
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
I would know.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Oh yeah, we're stalkers. We check your stats every day. It's just what
It'll
we do.
continue all year.
Yeah.
So next year, I know
It's
I know
just
I'll
what
be in
we
the top
do.
10 next year. That's that's my goal.
Yeah.
Top 10, top 5, hopefully. But I don't want to go.
Unstoppable award. I do agree. I do agree. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna carry my big ass.
Go take pictures over at.
Do some curls.
Yes, there you
Well,
go.
you can.
You're already used to it. We are
What's
up
with this
now to. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank
Where am
you
I
for
taking
interviewing.
pictures?
Right here on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take
What the fuck?
Where is he?
Oh my God, I'm cursing
Later
on here.
there. Me-
Okay,
me-
yeah.
Me and Marty.
Well, Andrick told us to get over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that we
just
have
maybe
Marty.
Hold on a second,
So-
because there's pictures over there and then there's pictures over here.
Oh,
So
I see, okay.
Marty is one of our which awards? Aspire?
She's still on the Aspire Award, which is funny because she had left the team.
Yeah. Multiple
right?
times.
She had left the team multiple times, and she comes back
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
Which I think it's a notable thing to mention just because we have something special
Oh yeah.
at the Luna team.
Yeah.
that-
And it's been told like so many times
Exactly.
and repeated to us so many times. So I don't think we were expecting we weren't expecting to have visitors, but we can get back to our position. So Melissa Machado again is up there on top performer number 15. We just got off an interview with her. Ugh, let's move that over. Yeah, we weren't expecting to. We just did Melissa impromptu. Yeah. Because it was our first time we had that award. Okay, come closer. We're more in the middle. There we go. We're having a conversation here.
Right.
There we
right,
go.
right.
Sorry, yeah.
No, we're good.
That was just like a one-time thing. That's why we were good.
Yeah.
So we just talked to Melissa. We just had that conversation, and I think one of the things that has kept her consistent is consistency. Like she notices like when when she's not performing, that's because she's not doing the basics that she always did. And hers is like really basic. It literally is posting on Facebook Marketplace.
Well, I think something about her is that she's honest with herself.
Yeah.
Like I will say like some people like as a way of self-protection is like we're not very honest with ourselves about what's happening, and she is the one person's like I did slow down on Facebook Marketplace knowing very well that was her niche.
I didn't post. I didn't do this. I haven't, she comes into my office. I mean, like I said, we have a good relationship, and that's one of the things that she does come over and says, I just haven't been posting.
And just
Simplicity.
like as an honorable mention, like the fact that she had a good mentor and the fact that we as a team provided mentors.
We
like,
have mentors that are
it's
amazing.
a vital component to a newer agent success.
Yeah.
Especially if like, you can get assigned any mentor, but ultimately if you have someone
but it just
like
crunches that
10
time.
years.
Yeah. It crunches that time for us that we've made the mistakes like Sam has mentioned. I'm sure Mario has.
Right.
I'm sure that Carmen has. Those are our mentors on the team. They've all had to pay a commission-dectomy. We've all had to pay out of our pocket for one reason or another. And that's kind of one of the things that we kind of are trying to avoid with these agents and tell them, you know what, this is the steps that you have to take in order for you to be able to avoid getting sued, number one, because we own a license, right? We pay for that. It's the reason why we have insurance. So it's like one of those things like you're like, oh, what can we do to help you not make the same mistakes we've already made? So we'll tell you up ahead. So
yeah, no, exactly. And I think what was really cool is like Mario himself mentioned like he had mentoring in the beginning, and he had to do like what some would say is like kind of ridiculous, like the repetition you have to do. But he said so himself that it helped improve his sales.
Yeah.
Right. It helped improve his like relationship with being a new business entrepreneur. Right. Because that's also like a very different thing. People are accustomed to W-2s, and the fact that they have an opportunity to be like a business owner.
I
think that's
entrepreneur.
a newer skill that you
it is
to learn.
a new skill that we have to learn. Vanessa's another one of our agents that just made it. Yeah, and like she always questions herself. As you guys know, she's my office mate, so she does question herself all the time, and it's and it is one of those agents that I get to have a very close relationship. And she's another one of my agents that does question herself like all the time, and it's like, when is enough? When is enough? Am I doing the right things? Am I doing this? And again,
that's how
she's very successful. Hello, number 13, right on the list. And she questions herself all the time. Am I doing enough? What can I do that's more that I can do to get better? And the thing is, she has the answer. We all have the answers. We have the answer of what we have to do. It's just, we can't do it for you.
And that's like a telltale sign of someone that's going to be successful, is like when they start doubting themselves. Like, am I doing enough? Knowing very well that they're doing a good amount, but they're challenging themselves to do more.
Yeah.
Right. And like, she's someone that's always like, help me with my CRM, right? I need to make sure I understand this so I can reach out to my clients and touch bases with all of them. Or like, she joins the meetings, even though she's been in the industry for how long?
7 years. Actually, Vanessa's been in the industry now 5 years. She doesn't count her first year because she says she didn't do anything. She took the year of learning, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's, again, us doubting ourselves, us being our biggest critics, us being like that judgmental of ourselves the most. Like, we need to stop that, especially us females. Like, we're very critical against ourselves. We are like we have to be on point, right? I think I've only met maybe like 1 or 2 agents.
A small selection,
a very small selection that don't give a shit, right? They, no matter what, they're always going to show up, and they're going to show a house. It doesn't matter. Makeup, no makeup, hair, no hair. If a client calls, I'm on there and I'm going to be there for you, right? I'm not that girl. I'm sorry.
No, you're not shy at the fact that you're successful.
That girl. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not leave my house in pajamas. I cannot leave my house without mascara. Like, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to catch me on the streets looking all fodonga, as my mom or dad would say.
Right.
I was taught better than that.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that has a lot to do with the personality. Yeah, the presentation that I bring. Just one, with my clients and to my team members, like my teammates. These are my teammates. This is my family, my work family. Like, how does it look if I'm like in shorts and tennis shoes every day? You know, I can't. How are they going to look up to me the same way? Will they come and ask me for my advice if I look like a hobo? Like, it's just not, I think this position fits me perfect. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things. Like, I wish I could. I really do.
I think we like to say that, like, you know, it doesn't matter how you show up as long as you do the hard work, but there is
presentation.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
People do
for a reason, because they do.
They do.
Unfortunately, that's just like the honest truth. And so, like, the way you present yourself as a realtor,
kind of like Ruben's presentations.
Yes, ma'am.
They used to be, it was Ruben's presentations, you know, enough said. And there's nothing wrong with it, because Ruben is a real estate agent and he kills at that. He is on point and successful at that. Is he so successful at the administration part of stuff? No, that's okay. No. And that's why he has us. That's why we're here. It's why we meet with him on a weekly basis to make sure that we are going back and checking and you know, we bring this all the time. This is what I've been telling like all the agents that I talk to. What's your feedback? What do you guys think of tonight? Do you guys like this place? I'm asking all of these questions because we are their voice.
1000%.
You and I are their voice.
Yes.
Like, Ruben gave us a position, but the trust that we have now to be able, and even you growing to know him. I've known Ruben for 13, 14 years.
I mean,
I've worked with him for 10.
For 9.
Right, because he's family.
Yes.
And it's difficult sometimes to tell family, no,
yes,
I'm not going to do it that way because your way doesn't make sense. But let me show you a way that might make more sense for what we're doing and what you're trying to achieve. And it's hard to get to that point to tell Ruben no.
Yes.
It was difficult for you at first. It has never been for me, but
1000%.
I know that it is difficult. And at first, it probably seems like he's such like no, gonna do it his way, or Ruben's way is Ruben's way and no way at all. But in reality,
I think some agents see him in that light, and that was like a hill I had to get over, right? Because like, one, he is family, right?
Yeah,
Technically
and that's
speaking.
hard to work with
And
family.
number two, he's also my boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so telling him like a really great insight that our real estate coach gave me is that Ruben is 9 to 18 months out. You and I are the 0 to 9.
Short term,
Yes,
yeah.
we're the ones that have better
The wheels that turn to get us there.
decision making
Yeah.
in the 0 to 9 versus him. He's gonna try to come up with a quick solution versus you and I are gonna think about
it first and see if that's gonna work. Yeah.
Exactly. And so like I think Ruben has also opened up over
a
time
lot.
from what I
yeah.
understand.
Oh yeah.
I've obviously known him for 9 years, but I never knew him on a business
level.
standpoint.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like I think some of the agents do have some, you know, at the end of the day, I will say like I think an interesting thing that Ruben mentioned to me was one of his best years was, and I know he doesn't like talking about his stats, but I think it's important to talk about because his previous broker had to create an entirely different category for him because there was such a huge gap between him and the previous winner.
Yeah.
He was at 75 million in production on 1 year.
On 1 year.
And that's why I think
was
he
insane.
It's insane numbers. And I now I understand why he applies so much pressure to his agents because he knows what's possible.
And to himself. He did this, he knocked himself until he said, I have to step back.
Exactly.
I do have to step back. And that's difficult for someone to say, I'm closing 200 plus transactions in 1 year.
Exactly.
And now I want to go down to maybe 45.
Exactly.
That is a huge step down, but it's not a step down when you're thinking of a bigger vision.
Right.
When there's something else that's bigger there. And I like I said, you can only be number one for so long
Very
at the
true.
top that it gets boring.
And
that does
that's why
get
you
tiring. Like,
build
who's my
other
competition?
leaders.
Who's my
Exactly.
competition? Nobody?
Exactly.
Nobody? Like, you
and
know?
I think that's how he felt to a
Yeah.
certain degree.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he applies so much pressure to his agents because he's like, I see the talent you have.
Yeah.
You just have to fulfill the size of your shoe, basically. Like you have a big shoe to fill, but like he sees it in you as an individual and as an agent. And so I understand where he comes from
And
when it
it's
comes to
gonna come
sales.
with anybody who's successful. You
Right.
want other people to be successful.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, why would he be here if he didn't want every single one of us to succeed? He still even tonight was like, Jasenia, if you want to go back into production and you think it clicked now, he's like, let me know and I'll get another position for you.
Right.
And you can do this XYZ position and then you can go back into production because if you're going to do this position, then I need you to produce.
Right.
And if it finally clicked after 10 years, then like, let's do it. Right.
Right.
So I'm just like, wait, I just got used to this.
Like, let me
one.
think about
Let me
it.
think about this because I love this side of it. But at the same time, it's a great proposal. And like I said, he's always looking to level up.
Right.
And we're not going to stay stagnant. And the Luna team is not going to be going away anytime soon. And we're not going to decimate or get smaller anytime soon when you're interviewing 4 to 5 agents a week. Like
Literally.
this is the Luna team.
Ruben admits that he never thought he would be here, but because he's
No.
here, he's not going to slow down.
No.
Like he says it all the time. And I think like, again, like as a leader, you want to hear your leader saying that.
Yeah.
Like at our sales meeting, he does say, hey, you guys, like I never imagined we'd be in this spot, but if you guys need more support, I'm willing to
be
pour
here.
in
Yeah.
and get more support
And
for you
he has
guys.
been.
And he has been. Exactly.
That's Mario
Ooh.
there.
We're at the
He's
top
got
10.
it there. And now we're at the top 10.
Mario.
Yes, Mario here
Would you like to join
is
us?
number 11 for the Luna team. So no, you're good.
Come on.
You want to say a few words about your award? You're like,
Here,
All right.
come talk to the mic. Come say you're thankful, sir.
we are now in
Hello,
the top
everyone.
10.
I just want to say thank you so much to all the clients that have entrusted in me to help them buy their house. You know, wouldn't be here without you guys.
Yeah, and that's facts. It's that simple. Yes, 11. We're going for top 5 next year. Number 1. We're going for number 1.
Already
We're going for number 1. Already working on it.
Yeah.
I also want to say Mario joined the team in 2024.
Yes. And he's coming already. He's a seasoned agent
He's
who
a
has been
seasoned
in the
agent.
industry for quite some time. He comes from the loan side, right?
Right.
So he kind of has that knowledge behind there too. Now we're in the top 10. We see Sam here. Sam is now number 10. He's been in the industry over 20 years, still killing it, still on the top 10. Like, how do you do it? Like, that's consistency.
And
at
he's
its
also one of
finest.
our mentors.
Yes, he's one of our amazing
and I think
mentors.
he's like a team favorite.
Yeah.
Right? Because he knows the process so well that he pours in to realtors so heavily.
And he loves that they close, that they're successful. Like, and he comes in, he's like, I know the knot already, and it's like, yeah,
like
you got
same as
another
Ruben.
one.
When Ruben gets proud of his agents,
Yeah,
like
he's
Sam
like,
legitimately is on the same boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
And
what
so
we
do you do, right? As
Yeah, it's
mentors,
just
you
so
get
good. We get
excited.
excited. Like, you as an operations manager, like, you're using the system.
No.
Yes.
Literally.
That's what's helping you close, is a simple system. And it does help. So
Right.
we have Hector up now. He's number 9 on our team. He's
Good
always
job,
been in the top 10.
This is a familiar
This is a
face.
familiar face.
Yes.
He's always been in the top 5. So this
Right.
goes to show that as number 9,
Mhm.
right?
Very
that we've got
true.
some up and coming competition here. Like,
This is very
he's used to
true.
being 2nd, 3rd,
There's
4th.
there's
top
someone that's
5.
coming up
So
that I'm very excited about.
I'm excited for every single one of these agents. But number 8.
Oh,
Super
number 8 is the Zillow
excited.
King. Let's see who's about to
Zillow King,
say.
the new Zillow King, because that used to be Justin.
Leo
Mr. Leo
Robles.
Robles has been with us now. I think this is his 3rd year on the team.
So fun fact, right? In the last Zillow Weeks meeting, Leo had 2 people that the lead date that they came in was 6 days in between. He got them under contract.
Woo!
He had that with 2. He had one that was 6 days, and he had one that was 5 days.
Woo!
Which, come
That's
on,
yeah.
I mean, lead comes in March 1st, and he gets you under contract March 7th.
Like, that's unheard of. And a Zillow lead at that.
And a Zillow
How
lead
hard
at
is
that,
it to
and that's happened twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
So, I
he's
mean,
just so good at consistency and following up. Like, he's not just going to ghost, right? There,
No.
you always find that ghosting, the client ghosts you, but you also have agents who ghost the client.
and what I love is that he said, okay, his lender does follow up, and that's how his lender essentially retains a lead that he assigns to them. But what he does is the same exact thing. He literally called himself, I called him annoying too, because I was like, oh, so you're just being annoying until they agree to work with you. He said, yes, like, I'm calling them every day or
every
at
day.
least like 2 times a week to make sure that I'm keeping that person
And
as
staying
my
in front of
client.
them. The follow up.
Yes.
I mean, I think all of our agents who are getting awards today, I think the one thing they're going to attribute is the follow up. And we cannot say it enough. Like, that's one of the things in any business that you do. I'm not talking just real
1000%.
estate. If you own any other business, if you own a hall and you're going to rent it out to quinceañeras and they came over and looked for your business, you're going to follow up with them and say, hey, do you still want me to book that date for you? Like,
Or do
the
you have other
follow-up.
clients that might be? Do you have
Yeah.
anyone else that might be
that
interested?
might use the salon? Like, it's
Right.
like one of those things that follow up in a business is always primordial. It's like the first thing that you need to do. It's the first thing you need to learn is
Right.
communication, and don't be afraid to follow up. And you might think, oh, I'm bugging so much, but you're not.
No.
And I think Erica's one of those. She's one of our social media queens, and she was number 7, and she's always been consistently at the top of our charts.
I was
But
looking
again, it's
at-
because it's follow up on social media.
Yes, I was looking at her stats last year. I want to say like 80% of her closings were social media leads.
And that's harder to follow up
That
with because these are
is.
people that are following you on social media. You have no idea like who that they look like. Are they ghosting? Are they catfishing? Are they the person they really say? So it's kind of a little more of a risk, just like Zillow, right? It's an unknown person. But I mean, she kills it on there, and she's getting it back to back like every year. So
And I think that's why it was so important that we had her as a panelist on social media, because the cool thing about our panelists in our last sales meeting is that they all had kind of like their
little bit,
own-
yeah.
they like all do social media, right, which is like very general, but they all had a different approach. And
even if it was the same thing, like their niche, if their niche was still home tours, the approach was completely different.
exactly.
So we learned a lot. I learned a
Yes.
lot.
And Erica, I mean, like, I love how she's like, she says that she's shy, but I feel like the moment she started
Yeah.
talking, like, she's actually really
Yeah.
good.
And
Because she
she's-
knows her stuff.
Yeah, she does.
Like, she generally knows what she's talking about at the same time. Now we have
we have
Michelle.
Michelle up now. Yes.
Oh my gosh. She's number 5.
Number 5. Yeah.
And-
Michelle's always cleaning. I call her the listing queen. I think I want to have her for one of our trainings to come in and just like
1000%.
one of us pretend to be like a client, and she just like gets the listing
I
and
mean,
interviews us as a
What's
potential
interesting,
client.
I think she joined like June, July, or August. One of the 3 months she joined in 2024. And the fact that she's number 5, I was like,
I know, yeah. In 6 months.
In 6 months, she's number 5. So,
But that's
imagine
just
if she-
Michelle. That's just who she
Yes.
is. Like, I knew her before. I've known her for quite some time, but she's always just been a hustler. And she did integrate social media in a different way with her own little different twist, which I love. Trust, I'm a sucker when it comes to social media with all of our agents. It's kind of our job, right?
Right.
But I love like the twist that she does because we're in an age group at 44. I'm 44, guys, and she's half my age. We have different attractions of clients. Like the people I want to attract are like the 60-year-olds, the 50-year-olds with 700 credit scores and their own down payment. Whereas my younger agents are attracting the first-time home buyers with decent credit and not a down payment. So we have different like niches, different clients, different parameters that we go, but she touches a little bit of all with doing her social media because she's just like herself. She's cute and she's herself. And like when she puts like up her glasses and stuff, and it's like just like doing just what she knows is going to be successful for her. And I love that she's not afraid that at our age, as young as we are, like we can try new things, we can input new things, and we're not afraid to change it up a little bit. So this wasn't catching me that many. Well, what do I have to do that? And she was very open to that, and she has. Dude, she kills it.
The cool thing about Michelle is that I heard one of her Zillow calls one time, and outside of the fact that she's open, you know, sometimes like we have to unlearn old habits. She's like not only super willing to do that, but she legitimately knows her stuff. I mean, she knows Arizona up and down.
Up and down. She does. Yeah, she has license up north, which is nice. I think and I learn a lot from her. I learn a lot from all of our agents. Believe it or not, even as me being here for 10 years, like I learned from Vivian, I learned from Ashley, I learned from all of these agents who are successful in their own way, just taking a little bit off of them and still learning, and not only to learn from me and for my benefit, but so that I can teach and talk about it to other agents. Like, hey, this is the person that you need to talk to. And that's what I always do. I mean, that's without a doubt. I'm like, if you want to know social media, follow these people and like make it your own.
I think it does also take a certain type of person to be like, okay, let me put my ego aside. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I can learn from someone like Ashley, who got what, 4th or 3rd? Oh, she got 4th. She got 4th place. So from someone like Ashley, who is 20 years old, like it, as someone who's, okay, I'm 25, right? As someone who's 25, like someone could say like, what does Ashley know?
What does she have on
20
me?
Years old.
We don't do that here
But we don't.
Luna team.
Exactly.
It's non-existent here.
Exactly.
I'm 44 and I'm asking a 20-year-old, hey, what can I do to better my social media? And she gives me all of her tips, which is amazing.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, no,
we can learn from everybody. We're now moving up to our top 2.
Number 2 is Gabe.
Gabe has always been on our top performers. He killed it this year. I believe that this year he's already off to an amazing start. Went so far as to hire an ISA to help him out because he's just going on a whole other level. Like I've seen this kid grow, right?
Right.
I've seen him grow since he was a kid. And I'm just like so proud of this man that he's become, the focus that he has, because he said, I have a wife and kids.
I love that he was so honest with himself to say like, hey, I'm not a robot. I cannot answer you at 7, 8 p.m. I'm going to have my ISA do that because I want to spend time with my wife and kid.
Yeah.
Like
it takes a lot.
It takes a lot to be honest and then invest in it.
And invest in it
right?
because that's money out of your pocket, but it's the best.
Exactly.
We are now up to number 1.
The
recipient of the legendary award. Super excited for this.
Getting excited.
Even though everybody already knows. Look at that. Everybody's already like, everybody already pretty much knows.
Right. We obviously
which is
know very
amazing.
well.
Yeah. Look at he's like, cálmate. That's his word, right? Cálmate. Look at cálmate.
So number 1.
Number 1 is about to be announced. Oh my God. Drum roll.
He. So number 1 hint. It's a he.
Him calls.
Him, yeah.
I will say that our top recipient this year, our number 1, always questions himself too. So it doesn't matter whether you're number 15, number 20, or number 1. Like we all still get in our head. He comes into my office, I think maybe once every couple of weeks.
Same.
And he's just like, and he's always eating, right? We love to eat. We're foodies here. So he's always eating on something. Maybe usually it's nuts or some kind of almonds.
Or he's eating
And
carrots.
Yeah,
He
carrots,
gives me his
right?
carrots.
He's like, man, I got to get an escrow this week. I don't know what I'm doing, but I got to get my ass to work. He knows what he has to do.
I like that he goes and checks in with you because he checks in with me in a very similar fashion.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, my systems are not up to par. Like, what do you think I could be doing? He's going to you, again, for sales because he's been in the industry for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? And he knows you. Again, you're a sales manager.
Since
You have 10 years underneath your belt. And so he's also the same type, like you said, like he's not afraid to ask questions.
No, he's not afraid to ask questions.
He knows where he's falling short in his business. And it's so funny. He
just
stresses
needs
out.
that validation.
Yes.
Some people just need that reassurance. Like,
exactly.
Yes, you already know what to do.
Exactly.
Go do it. Do you want me to tell you that it's okay to do it? Go do it. Like
he knows the answer.
He knows the answer, but he still comes in and asks. And I think it's more about just keeping in touch too with us and just validating himself. I love that. Yeah. He does come and visits us and says hello. And I've noticed he's been busier because he spends less time talking. Now
Very
it's
true.
like squashing it down. Before it'd be like 10, 15 minutes of just talking, how you doing? How's life? How's this? And now he's like, I know this and this and this and this. And then he just 2-3 minutes and he's out of the office again. But
Let's see if we can get
you
number
know,
one
it's
with
one of those
us.
things. So
Hey, number
that we do.
one.
Hey, number one, you want to come and have a conversation? Hi.
Come talk
Just
to
come
us.
talk to us.
We're big
I would
fans of
love
you.
for you to sit
Come
with
here.
us.
Here, I'll scoot down.
Where am I sitting?
Right here.
Right here, sir.
Dude, this trophy weighs like
Heavy.
75 pounds.
I know.
Okay, you're the second person.
I haven't gone to the gym in a while and like curling this thing, like get my reps in.
Okay, so we were literally just saying how
We're talking about you, actually.
Yeah, we were talking crap about you because just kidding.
Yeah, that's all right. It's
we
all right.
we were telling
Same thing
all
with
of
my
your faults, all of your things that you come in and you know that like you come into the office and you're like, oh, and we're always eating, right? So you always have either carrots or nuts or something in your hand, and you're just like, man, I need to get an escrow, and my anxiety's kicking in because I don't have shit right now, and I got to get to work, and I got to get. So it's like you already know. We're talking about this because we have agents who are number 15, number 16, number 17, and they doubt themselves all the time and they question themselves. And our point was that even the number one guy is the one that questions himself every day. Like the anxiety levels are up there, but at the end of the day, you know exactly what you need to do to get shit done and get your anxiety levels back to zero.
Yes.
So what do you do to get yourself? I know you come into our office and you get that reassurance from us. And we're like, go get it. We know that you can. But what is it, the one thing that you do that makes you like snap back into it and get it?
Well, I really focus on not letting my anxiety like paralyze me. So I use my anxiety as my fuel, and I always tell people that my anxiety is my fuel, and that's what keeps me going and keeping me moving. Because without moving, you're not going to get any traction. Right. So it starts with one phone call, and all of a sudden you're at phone call 30, phone call 50, and you're setting appointments, and that's what's going to separate you from other people. I also talk about, if you're really feeling anxious, you need to do extra. You need to be in the office. Right, yeah. Like this morning, I was in the office at 10 o'clock this morning. Nobody was in the office. And I almost sent a reel to everybody laughing like, if you ain't at the office, where you at? Because I'm in the office at 10 o'clock in the morning, looking around. No one's there. Like, I even had to have Ruben like buzz me in. Like, I
think one of the things that I was talking to my son this morning, because my son's like, Mom, what do you do? And I'm like, what do you mean, what do I do? I'm the sales manager for my team. He's like, no, but what do you do? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I'm the girl who tells the agents that they need to make calls. He's like, that's it? And I'm like, well, it goes like this. You got to make the calls. If you don't make the calls, you're not getting appointments. If you're not getting appointments, you're not doing buyer consultations. If you're not doing buyer consultations, you're not getting BBAs. If you're not getting BBAs, you're not showing homes. Yeah. If you're not showing homes, you're not submitting offers. And if you're not submitting offers, you are not getting escrowed.
Yeah.
It's like it's all of a line and a ladder that you have to climb, and it seems like a lot, but it all starts with making the phone call and the follow-up of calling that client who initially contacted you, or you reached out and said they want to buy a home.
Yeah, this business is definitely a slow burn. If you're looking for instant gratification, like you are going to struggle. Yeah. And sometimes I catch myself thinking, I'm like, why don't I get an escrow tomorrow? Like, it's not going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. Like the time that we put in, our business is 3 months out. So if I'm not working like hard for the first 3 months, like I'm gonna feel it for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So what you're doing now, you're gonna see the reward
Results
in the
and the
next 3
result
months,
and the
in next
reward.
3
Yeah.
months, yeah.
Well, I have a question for you because I think you've been number one for. I think you have a streak.
I think you have a streak.
Going.
Oh man, there's some competitors this year.
This year it's gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
next
So
year's
that's
gonna
our
be intense.
question.
So my question is, how do you plan on keeping your number one spot? Because we saw Michelle, we saw Mario. These are people that just joined the team.
Who are
brand new.
gunning for that top spot.
Yeah, they're coming for you. So what's your plan?
Well, I plan on being there every weekend, so I'll see you on the weekend. Mario, are you at the are you at the office on the weekends? Because I am. You know, and honestly, Mario joined the team like just recently, like last year. I love that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has a lot to bring to us.
Yeah,
friendly. Again, we talk
absolutely.
about that friendly competition. We motivate each other. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna do better than him because it's like high school bullshit. It's not like that at the Luna team. It's friendly competition where we actually want that other. You and Gabe had a friendly competition towards the end, like for the long haul, the long stretch. Like, hey, if we do this, we're gonna. You owe me this lunch, and it wasn't something big. It was something super small, but it motivated you to win.
And so we always talk about in the office, like I want everybody to kill it.
Yes,
I want to kill it more than you,
Right.
but I still want you to kill it. There's so much business for
There's
all
so
of
much
us out
business
there.
for all of us.
One last thing that I definitely want to
Before
say
we
to
go-
the newer
before we
agents,
go dance?
before we go dancing and everything, for the newer agents out there, do not be afraid to ask for help. I ask for help
All
daily
the time, yes.
from Andrea, from
Yes.
Jasenia, from
Ruben.
everybody.
Yes, from
I don't
everyone.
stop. Yes. I do not let my pride trip me up. I'll ask for help from anybody because I'm picking brains from every single buddy on this team, and it's helping me keep accelerating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having mentors too, like obviously Ruben, Sam, Hector, Gabe,
Yes.
Ashley.
I
These
think
are
that's
very
one of the
experienced
most
agents.
important aspects, and one of the things that a lot of the new agents don't want to do is grab onto a mentor. And I think that those who do have a mentor accelerate at a much faster pace, and they crunch that time of them getting in their first escrow rather than 9 months, 10 months down the line. So
I mean, it's just completely different than like a 9 to 5 where you can pay bi-weekly.
yeah, no,
Like we're looking at things quarterly. How are you producing? Making sure that you stay on track.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
I'm looking forward to
Thank you,
2025
thank
and
you.
see what that brings for you. Let's go.
Hopefully I get-
Let's
next
go.
year, next year,
Yeah,
next
we're
year.
rooting for you always. Felicidades.
Go do some weightlifting.
No, no worries. Thank you for taking some time with us.
We helped Orlando purchase his first house, right, Orlando? A
Yes.
couple of years ago?
2016.
Yeah. So I met with Orlando a couple of years ago, and then he's like, hey, man, I want to get into real estate. I'm like, go for it, man. Go,
Yeah.
just do it. So
2
what
years
happened?
ago.
And what happened?
You told me to save up like 6 months worth, and I saved up 9 months. I don't know. I take a lot of precautions before I take steps.
No, you have to, man. It's a huge step that you're taking because it's not just you're not on your own, right? You have a family that you're supporting, and it's like taking the leap of faith coming into this business it's a hard decision.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be able to do it without my wife because it's crazy. It's crazy. Like if you don't have the right support, you can't do it. I don't know. It's crazy.
So, man, you've been with us for how long? It's been about a year or so?
March, like the beginning of March was a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the environment so far? How do you like, everything that we do as a team? Give us some feedback.
I have a year with you guys, but I started in January, and I was somewhere else as a solo agent because I thought I could do it. Nah, you need the support.
So check this out, Orlando. So he came and met with me, like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting my license. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's do this. And then he got his license, and he ended up going somewhere else.
Yep.
And then a couple of months later, like,
I'm like, hey Ruben,
hey man, let's meet again. I'm like, of course, let's do this. And so far, he's following the process. He's being patient, consistent, and this proves everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, I try to. I still need to get better though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, no, there
That's
is.
out of the question, right? There's always room for improvements.
Yeah.
But, for people like yourself that are willing to make changes and adjustments, are gonna see the results.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean,
and you're doing it.
I'm not gonna quit. That's all I gotta say.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Having no other plan besides this, right?
Yeah, no.
So, man, thank you for being part of the team.
Thank you for supporting me. Thank you.
Of course, man. We're here for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right, I think that's it. Let's go dance. Let's go dance and get some
girl. We go
alcohol
dance.
in
Let's
us.
go get some.
Let's go get some drinky
A vodka
drinks.
tonic with 3
We'll see you guys
limes.
next year in the 2025 Luna
Bye,
Team
you
Awards. We
guys.
have big things coming this
Yes.
year.
Thank
We're
you,
super
Jasenia.
excited of all the things that we have to bring. We're going to keep bringing it because Movimiento es vida and all we can do is improve.
Exactly.
And with our goals that we have, we're at 87 agents, 88?
I think 86.
86 agents. And counting. I don't think that we're going to slow down anytime soon.
And one thing is that Ruben is not afraid to pour into his team.
So he's not afraid to pour into his agents. He's not afraid to give you his clients. All you got to do is ask. We had some situations this week when I was like, just talk to him. They're like, oh, the lead already exists in the system. Oh, it belongs to Ruben. Go let them know that you referred this and let Ruben know he doesn't want to do production anymore. We got bigger goals. So go talk to him, let him know, and then he's going to let you run with it. So he is pouring into everything he's got into his agents.
I agree. He's more than ready
to
pour
level up
to his agents and to level up his team. Like obviously his priority is production, but it's because he legitimately wants to see his agents succeed.
He wants us as agents
to
to
succeed.
produce.
Yes.
Not him anymore, but everybody in this team to produce. And we're getting there.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you, we're getting there. There's very few agents that have 0 escrows, 1 escrow, 2 escrows. Like they're all up there.
And then there's like the silent killers that we don't hear from often, but like Parina and Dave, people that we don't see too often that are behind the scenes that know exactly where we're at as a team and know where we have room for improvement. I feel like we have a support system that the agents don't even know about.
Yes. And the systems that you have, that
we're
systems
working
that are
on.
in place, like I don't think we would ever be where we're at if we didn't have all of these. It's a tree. We're a family in that family tree. And all of these branches that we keep adding and that keep growing out of this tree is to help our agents be successful.
Because it's
so
not for
long
Ruben.
as they go on there and water the tree.
Exactly.
we can give you everything and we can grow it all out, but you've got to go and water that tree, water your business, go out there and get it. Successful 2025 for all of our agents, we hope. Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll see. We'll see what this year has to bring.
Woohoo. Well,
Bye,
we hope you guys have a
guys.
wonderful
Enjoy your
rest of
night.
Yes. Thank you, Jasenia.
Yes. Thank you, Andrea.
Right.
Where would I be without this one? Where would I be without Miss Andrea? Like, seriously, I will not stop saying that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.